After the attack on America on 9/11/2001, America hit back, taking the fight to the Middle East. The detention camp on the U.S. naval base in Cuba was set up to hold those considered the most dangerous.
Sharon, we went to Guantanamo Bay weeks after Quad Cityans arrived there to guard those detainees. These images, captured by KWQC photojournalist Randy Berry, were among the first and last to show what life was like there in this compound. This exclusive video was unlike anything seen before or after. And tonight, nearly 15 years later, we talked to those who were on the front lines of Gitmo history. Tonight, we take you back to the Bay. Welcome to Gitmo 2002. Hundreds of suspected terrorists guarded by Quad Cityans in the 339th MP unit. Single mom of two, Misty, among them.
We're living in tents. We have to go to Porta-John every time.
She would soon discover that using porta potties is one thing, cleaning them is another.
So the only avenue was for them to use a 5-gallon bucket, and because they weren't classified as POWs, they couldn't empty their own buckets, so we got to empty them.
Among the first care packages of cards and letters came much-needed supplies of more sanitary gloves.
The community of the Quad Cities actually got together, and we had so many gloves coming after that, different sizes, and the quality was much better.
My mom takes it pretty hard, but she's getting by it.
Mom was pretty scared about it, but after I called her a couple times, she calmed down.
Jason Stahl was getting his start as an MP, going from active duty to reserves. He was eager to serve.
We were still receiving detainees in, so everything was changing all the time. And it was, scary. When you're inside the wire, you always had to be aware of what was going on.
Yes, this is where all the soldiers stay in Tent City.
Jason gave us a tour of their temporary home, just outside the wire.
This is my bunk. This is where I sleep at night. We try and keep the place picked up as much as we can. It's hard to do with the dirt and stuff coming in.
Is it pretty quiet at night?
Yeah, at night it's pretty quiet until about 8:30 in the morning, and then we have trucks coming in and bringing us water and stuff, so it gets kind of messy then.
A lot of dirt, a lot of dust?
Yeah, there's a lot of dust because of the wind that blows through. We've got the mosquito netting. Just keeps the bugs off you at night.
And the nights. Those first nights were like something none of these Quad Cityans have ever seen or heard. So what about after dark here at Freedom Heights? Surely it must be a bit unnerving to know that just a few hundred feet from where you're sleeping, some of the most dangerous men in the world are being held.
When we heard the call to prayer the first time, it was a little unnerving because we didn't know if that was a ritual or if that was a riot.
Over time, both the guards and detainees would settle in.
Some of them we actually got to hear some of their stories, so it was just interesting to see what got them there.
Misty felt the anger, the hatred toward her, but refused to let that stop her from doing her job.
To be an NCO and a female and being in charge, that was interesting as well. I had some of them that just wouldn't give me the time of day, but I think I kind of treated them like I would my child, because we were their caregivers. And if they were in pain, they had no one else to go to but to us.
Oh, I miss them a lot. I miss them a lot.
Jerry Kroger was a lab tech and father of 5 back home. He, like many of the MPs, like all Americans, were reeling from 9/11.
And we're very professional. We knew what we were supposed to do. We just kept our feelings in check.
But you did have feelings.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Experts would come and go, gathering more intel in these huts. But the guards spent each day with them in close quarters.
Some people there, I would say, were probably innocent. Some people were not. I don't know. It's just, it wasn't my job to do that. My job is to try to get as much intel of what's going on and report it to higher up.
We were all mad. We were hurt. And we knew that those people may be the ones responsible for it. And there was no way that we were going to let them do that again.
Despite that anger, for 1 year, this unit would do its job. For 1 year, they would be on the front lines of history.
This is what I'm signed up for, and I finally get to do it. I'm just proud that I can do something for my country.
And tomorrow night, how their personal lives have changed since that service and the debate over the future of Gitmo itself. Back to the Bay tomorrow night at 10.